I'm happy to be joined today by Lukas Rossi. Lukas, I know you don't live in Canada right now, but you're from Canada, and we want to talk a little bit about what you're up to now, because there's so many things happening with this pandemic. But you are basing out of Nashville right now, is that correct?
Yes.
And
Yep.
is that a permanent home for you for now, or is there plans to move?
Oh no, this is a permanent. I love Nashville. It's a great place for music and very professional, and also it's wonderful for like family. You know, a family. My son goes to school, a great school, and his friends and all the above. It's just a wonderful place.
Now, you have a couple of shows coming up this week, Friday and Saturday, and because musicians in particular are having to do things a lot differently now, tell me about the shows and how people pay. You have kind of a unique system for what people can afford to pay for your concerts.
Yeah, it's pretty incredible. You know, the world's changed a lot, as you know, um, and this pandemic has really shook everybody. But I think there is a positive about it all. You know, being home with my wife and son more, um, that interaction is brought us closer together, and I think a lot of people could attest to that. Um, it's kind of like we're forced to really love each other. You know what I mean? So it's really cool in that respect. But yeah, these concerts I hold on stageit.com, and it's a new way to interact with people and play your music. It's, you know, there's no more going to clubs and um, venues and what have you. Um, it's really cool. I've met people I probably never would have met in my life if I were just doing the regular touring thing, you know. Um, and stage, it's great. You know, I know it's hard times right now, so I do pay what you can. You know, if you pay a penny, you're good to go. You know, I think it's great to have that communion with people and the you know the people out there who can't leave their house. And it's just a wonderful thing. I'm really honored. It's been sold out the last two shows, so I'm doing them every Friday and Saturday. So I got some rehearsing to do. You know, it's coming up. But yeah, it's wonderful
So
to
how
say the
do
least.
people, Lukas, find the link to get onto these shows and to get their tickets ahead of time?
You can go on to my Facebook, Lucas Rossi official, and there'll be a link. I always send out updates and keep everybody abreast of the situation and when it's coming. There's like a countdown. It tells you, you know, 8 hours or 2 days to the show. So um, I'm getting better at the social media thing, and it's also, you know, a bonus. You know, I get to brush up on my not so shiny parts when it comes to social media. That's something my team does very, very well, and I'm I'm getting better.
So what kind of, is there a theme do you have, Lukas, for your concerts? Or do you just kind of decide the day of, this is going to be the playlist? Or how does it work for the shows?
I actually I give the fans what they want. You know, some nights are my first band, Cleavage, like, which was years and years and years ago, and then the other night will be Rise Electric, another band I formed shortly after that, so on and so forth. Supernova. I did a cover night the other night, which was so fun because the fans get to choose what they want. You know, and it's kind of like I'm like a living playlist.
Well, Lukas, you were here in Lloydminster. I think it was 2007 when we had a chance to chat with you, and it was after the Rockstar Supernova concert had our reality show had happened, and Into the Stars down phase a little bit. People really got to know you through the Supernova show. Did that really change things for you 100% totally with everything? And do you still remain in contact with, you know, Gilby and Tommy Lee and Jason Newsted from the show?
Absolutely. It changed my entire life. I would not have met my wife. I wouldn't have my son. Uh, I wouldn't be speaking to you. You know what I mean? So I feel like ultimately blessed. Every day of my life, I'll never forget. It was the best experience I've ever gone through. You know, um, yeah, it's just awesome.
So what happens for you now, Lukas? Things have changed so much for all musicians because of the pandemic. I mean, I don't know when we'll be able to see an actual live show again. I know you're doing the online concerts, but are you involved in, some writing and producing and other thing like that behind the scenes until we can get back to
Yeah,
doing some of the live shows?
tons. I've been producing a lot of country acts, a lot of artists from other bands. I've worked with, members of 3 Days Grace, In Sync, 98 Degrees. Like it's really cool. I get to hone in on another aspect of my profession, which is not just performing. I get to
Right.
actually do the behind the scenes stuff, which is so intricate and interesting. I remember way back in the day when I first started singing, I was like, oh my God, it's just too like blow my head off. You know what I mean? Like that's for those guys, and I'll do this guy. But yeah, it's really really cool. I've found kind of a new niche, and they all kind of are symbiotic. They all work. So.
Well, Lukas, I want to thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate catching up with you. And once again, Friday and Saturday, your shows via Stage It, and people go to your Facebook page, I guess is the best place to get the information on how to purchase the tickets?
Yes, or your Instagram. It's on all of them. It'll say it
Okay.
somewhere. Thank you so much for having me. And if I could say anything to anybody out there listening or watching, just be good to one another. Take care of your neighbor. Even strangers become real close as long as you spend the time. And it's a new world, so just love one another. Be safe. Wash your hands.
Well, thank you so much, Lukas. We do appreciate it. And we'll hope to catch up with you again once things have changed a little bit, hopefully within the music industry. And however they change one way or the other, it'd be great to chat with you again in the future and see what you're up to.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for having me, and God bless you.